The Highvale Mine in Alberta, Canada. One of the largest strip coal mines in the world. Supplying 3 power stations. It's up to this giant to make sure there's a continuous flow of coal to keep the power plants fueled. The Cat 8750 dragline excavator. Its job, dragging away earth and rock, or overburden, so miners can reach the precious coal beneath the surface. Dean Lesher is the man in the hot seat. His target on his 12-hour shift is to dig out at least 120,000 tons of earth. That's 500 buckets. The record for a day is over 700.
We're moving dirt, like mud and rock, to expose the coal. It's roughly 60 feet below where we're sitting.
At Dean's fingertips are 2 sensitive joystick controllers that operate the 132-meter crane, the largest boom of any earth mover. It carries a hefty 107-ton bucket. Dean drops the bucket to the ground. Then the 8750 uses its muscle. 6 motors with a combined force of 10,000 horsepower drag the bucket to pick up a scoop of rock and earth, heavier than a blue whale. It's highly effective, but lifting an immense weight 24/7 means the excavator is under constant stress. Making sure this beast doesn't stop digging on Dean's watch is the job of technical engineer Tina Marks.
Every few days, you look at the teeth and how much is worn and the wedges, make sure they're all in place. This is a newer tip because there's a curve and it's out further than the rest. And this one's gonna be about the next one to change out. And basically there's just a wedge in here and they use a hammer and it drops out. And then you put the new one in and then a wedge and hammer.
The bucket is just the start. Every part of this colossal crane has to be precision engineered to cope with immense pressure. Inside the belly of the beast is the giant engine room, housing 20 huge motors with a combined output of almost 27,500 horsepower. Kerry Huffman is the onboard oiler, and the safety of this mega lifter rests firmly on his shoulders.
This is where we make sure that everything's getting lubed properly. Check this once a shift. Start of the shift, make sure everything's good. She's good to go.
Mining is a historically dangerous industry. Here at Highvale, they do everything they can to ensure their workers stay safe. Rigorous and regular safety checks ensure no one takes any shortcuts.
You know, underneath here, you'll see there's an electronic eye. You can see right down on the base of the floor there. You know that, if you happen to get a slack rope, that'll trip everything off, so your motion will be lost.
The gargantuan weight of the 8750 is largely down to those huge engines. But that mass is needed for stability when the enormous boom is in use. And its sheer scale isn't its only unique feature, because it doesn't have tracks or wheels. Instead, it has 2 huge feet, and it walks. When it's static, the machine sits on a circular tub. But to move, it engages those 2 enormous shoes. The arm above each shoe turns in an eccentric motion, which hauls the tub up from the ground and sets it down again 2 meters further on, a bit like someone walking on crutches. Each step takes on average 45 seconds.
We switch it from drag over to propel. Right now we're propelling 2 steps.
After 25 minutes, the Canadian Colossus has lumbered to its new position. This means Dean is right on track to exceed today's target. Job done.